or
Let me
12
do.
o'clock.
I
It's
gotta look.
time, huh?
Shit. It is time. Is everybody here, ready to go? Everybody got
I think
drinks and
so.
stuff.
I'm seeing 25 people. Woohoo! That's pretty good.
Woohoo! All right.
Well, welcome everybody. Glad to see everyone. I am not. I'm like on stage here. I'm looking at all these happy faces.
Not really, but
yeah. Well,
it's
we
just
know
friends.
most of you. I mean, but believe it or not, of all the people here, we have met 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 5 of you in person. Everybody else is somebody that we've only met on Zoom.
Oh,
Is
I
that
cannot
right?
wait. I can't wait till COVID is over.
I know. I think some of us are ready. So yeah. So today we're going to do a little presentation about us, about Palm Beach Elite Networking. And we're going to talk about why we're here and what we're doing and what we've been doing. And so I got a little, supposed to be a PowerPoint, but it didn't actually work out that way. So hopefully it'll be good. But brief history of Palm Beach Elite is Mark and I decided, actually Mark has had this idea for quite a while to start a networking group because he wasn't really happy with the groups he was attending. So he decided he wanted to start this group, and I fought him for quite a while and said I didn't want to do this. Well, he went ahead, we had a couple of happy hours, which turned out to be very successful. At both times, we had over 30 people attend right off the bat. And most people were just, who just saw the meetup and just came. So that was really nice. So then he decided that, nope, we're going to do this, formally. We're going to have a breakfast. And I was scared to death about this because we had to pay for it up front and just keep our fingers crossed that people were going to show. And they did. And surprisingly enough, and our very first event was at the Marriott in West Palm. And this was a year ago. So now I'm going to, you got to do the share screen for me, Mark?
Nope, you're ready to go.
What do I need to do?
Share your screen.
Share my screen.
See the green thing on the bottom? Oh, you're on a Mac.
Oh, share the screen. Yeah, got it. Right here. Share. Okay. Does everybody see me?
We do.
Oh, good. And I still got you guys over here. Isn't that cute? I've never done this before. So here we go. Palm Beach Elite Networking. I'm doing the top 10 events from 2019 to 2020. So this was back from when we very first started our first time. So this is it. Our very first meeting was the West Palm Beach Marriott, Thursday, April 4th. And our first speaker was Mike Hudson. Mike was a great guy who we were introduced to by a gentleman we've been working with all along called Gary Coleshill. And somehow, we were just discussing this morning, somehow Gary reached out to Mark, and we're not quite sure where he found him or how, but Gary books speakers for events and does presentations. So that's how we were introduced to Mike. Mike is local here in Fort Lauderdale. Great guy, gave us a great presentation about, whoops, wrong way, 45-minute business breakthroughs, how to make $10,000 in any business in 45 minutes. So it was very informative. I was very, very nervous. Even Mark was a little nervous at this one, I think, because it was our first time out. And we did pretty good. We had a decent turnout. I think we had, I have statistics somewhere and I forgot to write them down, but I think we had about 25 people, 28 people our first time. And I was just scared to death, absolutely scared to death. I was afraid to talk to people. I was afraid what was going to happen. But as you can see, it turned out to be a nice event. So the following month, we came back to the Marriott, and this time we met Eric Stoller, who spoke to us about, once again, sales techniques, things like this. And it was a terrible day. I will never forget how awful the weather was that morning. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning and it was just terrible weather. And we ended up with 16 people, which was quite a bust. And I was very disappointed. And I'll tell you, I can't even remember what Eric talked about because all I remember was the terrible weather. And I couldn't believe that people actually came out for this. But again,
I remember all the food that we had to leave there. Pounds
food.
And pounds of fresh
We
fruit.
had a huge buffet and it was like enough for 50 people. It was ridiculous. But at any rate, Eric was a good guy, and he did give us some good talking points. You can see our buffet here in the background with all the food we had. And they did a very nice job for us at Marriott. So the following month, we went to Farmer's Table in Boca. We had a great speaker, Doug McGurk. And some of you have met Doug since then. We've had him back with us. He was a lot of fun. And we booked him through Gary Coleshill. I was very wary of him because if you look up Doug McGurk on the internet, you'll see a picture of a guy swallowing fire. So I was a little scared about, fire eater and what he had to do with business. But it ended up, he had some really great tools and some great skills. It was a fun presentation, and everybody just had a blast. And the Farmer's Table was a really nice venue. People there really enjoyed it. And it was a really pretty place. And you'll see I take a lot of pictures of food. This is a thing. Food and menus. We had a beautiful menu. We had wonderful food, best shortcake ever. So that was a lot of fun. And his presentation was great. It really was. And this is just how our group has grown over the last year. Our next time we had my cousin again. This was at Sandpiper's Cove up in North Miami Beach, or North Palm Beach. And it was a really beautiful place. We were right on the water. We had, didn't have a big room, but we had a really nice group. Several new people we met that day who stayed with us for quite a while. I don't know if anyone is here today from that group, but they were very nice. But yeah, and we had great food. And Mike had a great presentation for us. He always does. He's a great sales guru. We learned a lot from him that day and had a beautiful venue.
And Michael Punske talked about his company as well, which speeds up websites. Really cool.
Yeah, that was good. I forgot about Mike. And then the next month we went down to Cheesecake Factory, and Rob Berry, who I'm sure some of you have met, he does a Crestcom training. And he had actually come to our office and done some training for us, management training skills. And then we went down to Cheesecake Factory, and he did this great presentation for us. We had a great time. And we had about 25 people at that turnout, which was really good. And it was a nice location. Everybody really enjoyed it. And Rob gave a great presentation. And we have a couple people here in the pictures that are still familiar, I think. Now in October, we went up to the regional in West Palm Beach, and Debbie Weems, who I know everybody knows Debbie, right? I don't think anyone here probably doesn't know Debbie. If you don't, you should go on LinkedIn and meet her, find her. She's the LinkedIn person. She will show you how to manipulate LinkedIn and how to make it work for you and how to make it work for your business. And she gave us a great presentation. It was one of our biggest crowds in person that we'd had. And she knows everything. She taught Mark a lot. She taught everybody a lot of stuff. And
she is a LinkedIn rock star.
Yeah, she is. She's a great person. Unfortunately, she doesn't attend with us on Thursday mornings because she has another, she does training, corporate training on Thursdays. But she still is part of our group.
She comes to our evening happy hours.
She does when she can. But look her up on LinkedIn. If you want help with how to get your LinkedIn profile, look up Debbie. She's great. She really is. DW Consulting. And this was the regional. This was very nice. We had a lot of people in there. Good food. It was a fun day. We definitely had a good turnout. Now, next month, we went to Capitol Grill in Boca. And Sam, who is not with us today, and I spelled his name Same, and it is not Same, it is Sam. Sir Sam is our British friend, and his company is Rated Trades. He's been with us for a while. He gave us a nice presentation down at the Capitol Grill, and it was very nice. Talked about
SEO and external SEO and all the different not Google sites that are important to us, like Yelp and the other ones. So yeah, he had a good presentation too.
He did a fun little presentation where he took somebody's video right before the meeting started and got it ranked on Google before the end of the meeting.
No, he's got, and let me jump in. He's got some kind of magic mojo that he can get your YouTube video posted as #1 under whatever keywords you want on YouTube within 30 minutes. And, you know, he told me he could do it. I call bullshit on him. And he actually got one of my videos under software development to show up #1 in YouTube. And he's like, I'll do it for $100 every time you need it. So, okay.
Call Sam if you want any help with that kind of stuff. That's his gig, you know. But the Capitol Grill was nice. Little tiny room, but it was nice. Were you there, Stan? Dean was there, right? Yeah, that was nice.
So
it was okay. Yeah, the following month was January. This is when I had COVID. I don't know what I had, but I was very sick, honestly. And I didn't attend this, and so there really weren't too many pictures taken, but we were at the Bellagio, and Eric came back again. I believe we had a lot of people, but they put us in a very small room, so I don't think that was a real popular venue.
No, we didn't get that.
it was tight.
It was tight, yeah, and I'm not sure if how Eric was. I don't know because I wasn't there. I was laying at home on the couch for 3 weeks in January, so whatever I had, I don't know. But I wasn't there, so instead I just snuck in some pictures of our happy hours that we've been to at Yard House and at the Saltwater Brewery and some of our friends that we've seen over the year. And then the next month in February, we went down to Abe and Louie's in Boca. And our Stan Labovitz, who's here with us today, was our speaker that day and put on a great presentation. And everybody loved that. That was absolutely my favorite event that we did over the year. I loved the restaurant. I loved the people at the restaurant. I loved the food. I thought Stan's presentation was great. We had a turnout. It was just a really super, super nice event. And I think everyone enjoyed it. And I think everybody learned a lot from Stan. He's a very good teacher.
Yeah, and I love Stan's software, man. It's really good stuff. He'll tell you about it when he gets to the intro, but really good stuff. Okay.
And he did a great presentation. He was very good. Thank you, Stan.
Thank you.
And this is the Capitol, or not Capitol, this is Abe and Louie's. If you've never been there, go there. It's a really nice steakhouse. People are really nice, great food, great service, and we had a good time.
God, I haven't put on dress pants since last year.
At least you put on pants. I'm quite
Right.
happy. This, I believe, is our last in-person event that we had. We were back up at the regional, and this is Doug McGurk. And once again, he gave us a really fun presentation. We had a good time. Doug is just really easygoing. Talks a lot about how to, use how to make your business better through becoming a better person, I guess, is kind of his gig. But he's fun. He does a fun presentation. And he was just a good guy. And then that was it, the end of the world. So from then we moved into Zoom, and we've been Zooming ever since. So, but we had a lot of...
Are you going to do a top 10 Zoom presentations next week?
I might. I don't know. I didn't think about that. I could. I absolutely could.
Well,
yeah.
We got a lot of people that were here for that weren't with us in person. So
we do. We have several. We've had several great Zoom speakers. We've met a lot of new people on Zoom, and we'll talk about that more. But we miss our in-person stuff. We miss people, seeing people, but at the same time, we've met a lot of you people wouldn't be here if we were still in person, because right now we have people from all over, which, it's been great to meet everyone. So and the benefit of doing Zoom, of course, is, we're all sitting in our house. You don't have to get in the car. You don't have to drive in the rain. You don't have to leave the kids. You don't need a babysitter. We're all just, so there's good and bad. It's great to meet people in person. At the same time, we've had great opportunities to meet a lot of people from different places. And
hopefully when the world goes back to normal, we start meeting in person again. Some of you remote people here might be interested in running a local chapter in your area. So if you are, please reach out to me, because we're trying to actually expand the group.
We've got a girl in Washington. We've got people in California. We've had people in Wisconsin. We actually had a girl from Spain who came a few times, and she hasn't been back. But
we got a Jersey girl too.
Yes. So we've got people from all over.
So yes. So when we get back to normal, I can't wait, because I miss going to nice restaurants, and that's one of the things that I always wanted to make the club stand on, is that, we kind of do that's why we call it the elite lunch. It's a little bit of a pricey lunch, and We take more than an hour. We're not BNI or any of the other groups. And we go out there and be business owners, and we don't have to rush back from our lunch break. And, you know, once a month, it's a little something for us. So I'm anxious, and I'm hoping that by November we're good. You know, there's some real promising news today about vaccines coming out, things like that. So hopefully it is true, and I will leave it at that. Let's go, Lorraine, are we ready to start our introduction?
We can, and I see most everybody is putting their info in the chat. If you haven't been here before, go ahead and do that. Tell us what you do, website, telephone number, email, how we can reach you, what you do, what you need, what kind of customers you like. And at the end of this whole thing, we will save that. You can save it on your computer. If you need a copy of it, my email's Lorraine at palmbeachsoftware.com, and I can get it over to you if you don't get a copy of it, or contact anybody here. I think most of us do save the chat. But yes, go right ahead with your intros.
All right,
Mark.
wait, while I got everybody happy and smiling and not bored.
Do you have everybody?
I think so. Can everybody smile for a picture?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and start the introductions. And after that, we still have some great stuff to share with you. So hope you guys have a few minutes today, and let's get rocking and rolling. Lorraine, did you introduce yourself in the beginning?
I kind of did. Yeah, I have a feeling most people are aware.
Okay.
All right. Hi, I'm Lorraine. In case you didn't know, I'm the one who was just speaking.
All right.
It's still me. I'm going to mute myself, so you go right ahead.
All right, I'll go. I'm just going to go top to bottom, left to right. So I'm next. I am Mark from Palm Beach Software Design. I'm also one of the founders of Palm Beach Elite Networking, along with my wife, Lorraine. Palm Beach Software is a software development firm. We've been around for about 33 years now. We develop custom software so you don't have to change how your business operates in order to continue to move forward and grow your business. So we come in, we learn about your business very closely, we document everything, we understand your workflows, we figure out what your bottlenecks are, we figure out what your requirements from external sources are, and we build a custom solution specific for your business. We also do web, e-com, and mobile applications, but our real forte is database applications for small, mid, and enterprise level businesses. So my website's palmbeachsoftware.com, and I'd love to talk to you about your next project. Next up is somebody new, Catherine Marie. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I am Catherine Marie. So how many of you have ever heard that little voice inside your head? That nagging voice, that nasty voice? Maybe it's like right when you're about ready to present, and that voice is saying, oh, I don't know what I'm going to say. What if people are going to look at me funny? What if I have something on my face? That's your itty bitty shitty committee. And that voice inside your head is the one that's telling you you can't have this happen. Well, I'm here to tell you that whatever your intention, whatever your dream is, you deserve to have that happen. And I am here to help you manifest whatever it is you're looking to create in your life. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Catherine. Okay, next up is Mr. Ed Simon. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mark, and happy Thursday, everybody. My name is Ed Simon. I'm with a company called Worldwide Communications Group. We represent a company that does auditing of utility bills for corporations, for condo associations, for restaurants, for a lot of people in the hospitality industry. What we found over the years is that about 80% of the bills are inaccurate. So we're able to, in many different ways, go into those bills using tariffs and contracts, et cetera, and find discrepancies and then turn around and get money back for the clients, including interest, for up to 3 years. So, and if we don't get a refund for the client, there is no fee. I'm Ed Simon again with Worldwide Communications Group.
Awesome. Thank you, Ed. Next
Thank
up is Mr. Dean Morrison.
All right. Good morning, everybody. And Mark, one quick point in your comments regarding Kathleen's presentation. You mentioned that you needed a little assist to get over the wall. And I'm just curious as to why Lorraine wasn't able to accomplish that for you. At any rate, hi, everybody. Dean Morrison here with Dimension Funding. Good to be back. I've missed a couple of meetings recently. Again, like everybody else, looking forward to the time that we can get together in person. That was a good reminiscence of some of the good events that we had. And what we do here at Dimension is we provide equipment and technology financing programs. We work with technology companies to help them offer their clients solutions that enable them to acquire their products and services. And of course, we work with small business owners who are looking to acquire technology solutions, whether that's hardware or software, a combination of both, and any type of equipment that they need for their business. So if that is something that you're looking at and not interested in writing a large check, please give me a call. My contact information is in the chat. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dean. Miss you, man. Next up is from all the way in Southern California, well, Northern California, Burke Franklin.
Hey there, my company is called Business Power Tools. I'm actually in Santa Barbara, California, which geographically challenged is about an hour and a half north of Los Angeles. So anyway, Business Power Tools, it's a dashboard full of a comprehensive collection of software apps that we've developed over 30 years, like Biz Plan Builder, Employee Manual Builder, Marketing Builder, PR Builder, Safety Plan Builder. All of these, for lack of a better term, are projects from hell that you've got to do for your business. You just got to do it. We've simplified it, integrated all of them into an easy all-in-one dashboard that mostly James Wright has made for us. He's down there in his space station. Anyway, it works great. It's businesspowertools.com. The kind of partners I'm looking for are, well, business consultants. You can use this as a tool to get more consulting clients, keep them longer. And in addition to the 30% of what we pay you as an affiliate, you could make a fortune just implementing all the projects this dashboard enables, like writing employee manuals and business plans and financial models and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, businesspowertools.com, and I'm Burke Franklin.
Okay, thank you, Burke. Burke really has good software, and I'm not saying that just because we wrote a lot of it, but it's really good stuff. And if it's good for not only startups, but businesses that are really in the thick of things. Just the value of the pre-done contracts and legal documents and things like that make it well worth the cost. So definitely check it out. And I think Burke's got deals going. So Business Power Tools. Okay, next is Bruce. Are you there or no? I'll come back to Bruce. He's on hold for a moment. Next would be Mr. Eric Langholtz.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Eric Langholtz, the Langholtz Insurance Group. Hey, the good thing is it's Thursday, and we got a long weekend coming up that we all probably need. So that's good. But I've been down in South Florida about 30 years, helping individuals, families, small businesses on insurance and peace of mind planning. Best thing out there right now is life insurance. We all know what it does, but when you combine it with long-term care insurance, it makes it special. And that's regardless if you're young or old. Sooner or later, something's going to happen. We're going to get sick along the way, or obviously we know what the final result is. So I wish everybody a great weekend. Always review your life insurance as well as long-term care. Wish everybody a great day.
Thank you, Eric. And we're actually going to go see Eric next week because we have insurances that we need to take a look at. And I'm afraid things are going to go really crazy if we wait too long. So we'll be seeing you. Thank you. Next up is Mr. Ernesto Alascoga. Did I pronounce it right?
Thank you very much, Olascuaga. Yeah, almost got it. It's a difficult last name to pronounce, even in Mexico. So it's the last name from Spain, but I'm from Mexico and all the family is from here. I'm Ernesto. I founded Grupo Visión Global, Global Vision Group, in 1976. And I'm oriented to transformation and alignment consultancy for big organizations, for entrepreneurs, a lot of family business also, working with the family and transforming the professional organization. And I've been doing in the last 10, 15 years, also lots of executive coaching. So mainly my main interest is how to align the strategic process to the operational process and people. And we do a lot of also redesign to our self-managed groups. So looking more to the process orientation in the company rather than the vertical organization. So that's what we are doing. And I'm here because Mark and Stanley, I was invited to a group also with them, working around the alignment methodology. That's how I met Stanley in 2000. George and Stanley reading the book. My doctorate dissertation was around alignment, dynamic strategic alignment. So we have a lot of things in common. But it's nice to be here.
Welcome, Ernesto. Next is a new person, Eileen Rain. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for the welcome. I am a professional recruiter. I recruit for marketing sales professionals in the industrial products channels. However, what I noticed as I became a recruiter 10 years ago, and I used to be a marketing director and creative director, is that people do not know how to market themselves. They do not know how to put a resume together. They do not know how to interview. They do not know how to navigate the job search process. So with that knowledge, I created the program Pounding Pavement 101, teaching people those inside secrets on how to navigate and get hired rapidly. My training and coaching programs have made the difference and increased job seekers' chances in getting hired. My information will be in the chat if you know anyone who is struggling in their job search. Thank you.
That's awesome, Eileen. Thank you. Thank you. And I like the Pounding Pavement course. That sounds good. Next up is Miss Bridget Hom. Good to see you again.
Good to be here. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Bridget Hom with Bridge to Freedom Coaching. Are you ready to level up? The reality is, in the business world, we struggle as entrepreneurs between being the successful entrepreneur and the sabotaged entrepreneur. And what helps us to level up is stepping into the right mindset. And how you get into the right mindset is having the right support, the right accountability, and someone to stretch you. And those three components allow you to become the successful entrepreneur and develop the right mindset. So ultimately, you could become a master of connectivity. So join me in a free coaching session so we can look at how you can grow your business exponentially, but more how you can grow your mindset so you feel really empowered by who you're being when you're connecting in your world. So Bridget Hom with Bridge to Freedom Coaching. Reach out to me personally. I'll put my info in the chat.
Thanks, Bridget. And Bridget, coaches rock, man. I'm sold. So awesome. I'm glad you're here. Next up, Mr. Stan Labovitz.
Hi, good afternoon. Good morning, everyone, I think it's morning. With a company called Survey Intelligence, and we specialize in business improvement and profitability by using business intelligence through the lens of alignment and some other tools. It's a consulting intervention that uses data that actually informs leaders how to lead their organizations. And we have a new product called Pulse 4, which is now going to be, and we're looking for people to use Pulse 4, such as coaches, such as other consultants, such as business people. It's a fast, rapid way to capture organizational information upon which to take action, upon which to make your business more efficient, effective, and profitable. So that's our new stuff, and it's all in our book called Back from the Brink.
Which is awesome. Thank you very much. Next up is my good friend Catherine Wolf. I'm sorry, not Kathleen, Catherine. How are you? It's been a while.
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for the nice invitation. I'm Catherine Wolf. I own Wolf Accounting Solutions. I'm a QuickBooks Pro Advanced Certified Pro Advisor. I'm also a cash flow management specialist, and I help small to medium-sized businesses work their books into shape and keep them that way. I work primarily with attorneys, but I'll help just about anybody get set up and going in the right direction. And I clean you up if you have that problem. But I focus only on the online version. I've been working with QuickBooks since it was DOS-based, literally. So in 2013, I decided that the only way to go was online, and they provided a vehicle to do that. So that's where I'll help you can go from desktop to online as well, and help you determine what your tech stack should be, meaning what other supporting software you'll need to run your practice. So I'm Catherine Wolf. I'm Wolf Accounting Solutions.
Thanks, Catherine. I actually do need to speak to you. I think I have a referral for you, so I'll talk to you after the meeting.
I love you.
All right. All right, thanks.
We miss you.
You're welcome. Next up,
I also recently moved to the west coast of Florida. I'm no longer in South Florida. I'm on the west coast now, less than a mile from the beach, and absolutely loving it here.
Yeah.
I heard we might have to take a motorcycle.
Come visit.
I would love that. I have an extra guest room.
Great.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Next up, Mr. Chad Massacre. How are you today, sir?
I am very well. I'm Chad Massacre, like Texas Chainsaw, only KER, so it's real easy to remember. I'm a commercial real estate strategist with the Pezaneski Group with Compass Commercial. Right now we're specializing in helping landowners, landlords, and people that are trying to sell their property. We have a pretty unique system that will get the most qualified eyeballs on your property for review and ultimately purchase than any other broker in the area. I don't give away my trade secrets, but if you know anybody that's interested in moving their property, I'm the guy to see. Thank you.
Thanks, Chad. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on the new CDC thing and how that's going to affect your business. So, all righty. Next up, Mr. Michael Feiger.
Thank you. Thank you. Michael Feiger. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps and a digital freelancer. My business is called Devil Dog Marketplace, your tactical tool belt for digital solutions. My military precision marketing business helps clients develop real, lasting relationships with their customers with design and identity at an affordable price. Did you know that the average person decides within 2 seconds at looking at your website, looking at your logo, look at your branding, whether they like it or not? It may seem minor, but a poorly designed brand can damage your business in time and money. So I believe to design well, you must understand well. A logo represents the face of your company for the entirety of its existence and give it a pulse. I'd like to compare designing a logo or a website to building a home, specifically your home. Don't you deserve a nice home? So remember Devil Dog Marketplace. We accomplish your mission with military precision. Thank you.
Awesome. And that is a killer background today. When you said branding in your speech, branding popped up on the screen. So that was great. Yes. Okay. Mr. James Matarazzo, how are you?
Hi, Mark. How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. James Matarazzo with First Trust Mortgage. I've been in the mortgage lending arena since 1988, and I've been privy to thousands of mortgage transactions on the residential side, 1 to 4 family homes. I specialize in first-time home buyers, VA loans, down payment assistance programs. And what I'm doing now is really helping people through this COVID crisis, whether they're in the market now or will be once their income stabilizes, get them pre-approved to purchase a property. I'm also doing a lot of analysis on current mortgage holders that have a mortgage and want me to take a look at their statement to see if I could either shorten their term, lower their rate, lower their payment, or possibly consolidate debt. So a good referral for me is somebody with a mortgage or somebody who is looking for a mortgage. James Matarazzo, First Trust Mortgage.
Thank you, sir. Next up, Mr. Jeremy Ben Israel. How's it going?
Hey, hi Mark. Hi everybody. Thanks for inviting me. Always great to be here. I missed last week, so wanted to make sure I made it this time. I'm all the way in exotic Jupiter. Usually I have to explain it to people outside of Florida, but most of you here are local. What I do professionally, I help companies save on different business expenses, and recently I've put focus on shipping. I help any business, mid to large, typically, with their shipping needs. As you know, or if you follow the major carriers, USPS, UPS, FedEx, DHL, have increased their rates tremendously even mid-year during the lockdown. And this is in addition to the January increases that typically at the beginning of the year they do. And also we have the holiday season coming up. Most of them will be increasing one more time. So what I do is I help companies to do any kind of shipping with their alleviating, negotiating better shipping rates, but also streamlining and automating the entire shipping process from order fulfillment to final delivery. That is about it.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Next up is Mr. Bruce Silver. Good to see you.
Greetings, everyone, and I apologize for not being here, but when I hired Mark to help me with a website, I didn't realize how much work it was going to require. However, we're getting very close, and I actually believe that when it's completed, we will have a platform for a lot of companies that want to have a directory for their products or services. So it's going to be well worth the effort, and I can't wait for it to be finished. With that being said, my name is Bruce Silver. Glad to see everybody, even in this format. I am your offsite HR specialist. I've been involved in advising small and mid-sized companies for over 30, 35 years on insurance, employee benefits, HR, and today, in this pandemic situation, businesses are facing challenges that they have never expected in their lives. They are having difficulty staying open. They're having difficulty with their employees. They're having difficulty with their workforce and workplace safety. Compliance is a very big issue today. There are a lot of companies out there that are doing things and operating in a fashion that will probably invite a lawsuit somewhere along the lines. And a lot of the rules and regulations are changing weekly. So if you're a small business and you've got employees, or you've got a restaurant, or you're running a construction company, or there are a lot of companies out there that were doing mold remediation that are now COVID experts. If you have any kind of workforce at all and you're trying to do this on your own, good luck. I work with companies that are called professional employer organizations or offsite HR companies, and they have thousands of clients. They have attorneys that have review regulations on a regular basis. They have HR people that have been in the business 30 and 40 years. And today, you really can't try and figure everything out and run your business and figure out how you're going to deal with PPP and all the other stuff that is out there on your own. So if you know anybody that would like to try and see their way clear while trying to survive, let them give me a call. We'll find the right partner for them. And I wish everybody a wonderful day.
Thanks, Bruce. I'll tell you what, I'm working on Bruce's website. And of course, whenever I work on any company's website, it forces us to learn about the business. And wow, it's pretty amazing what Bruce has to offer. And it's pretty scary when you think about what happens in the bad instances where an employee gets sick maybe and blames you for him catching COVID or whatever. So definitely talk to Bruce and protect yourselves. Now's the time. Thanks a lot, Bruce.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Mr. James Wright, my partner.
In space.
In space, yes. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Mark kind of gave the spiel about Palm Beach Software and what we do and how we do things. So I'm not really going to go cover that again. But what I want to do is tell you about a project that we did for a customer that's actually up in Jupiter. It's Gemini Brothers, and they manufacture swimsuits for Venus swimwear or Venus Fashions. And Dan, the owner, had been running his business on spreadsheets for about 10 years. And his spreadsheet that his main spreadsheet was about 100 megabytes in size. And it had all of his data for everything he did, from inventory to what his parts that he needs to order, his vendors, his manufacturing schedule. You can imagine everything in this big, massive spreadsheet that he would copy and segment out. And he came to us and he said he wanted to get a web-based application so he could run his business more efficiently. And so we took that spreadsheet, which is inherently unsafe, because if you change a formula in a spreadsheet and don't realize you did it, you've messed up your numbers everywhere, and it could take you forever to figure out what it is you did wrong. We put all the parts down into several different modules and created him an online business application to design his styles and the materials that go into manufacturing a swimsuit. I learned a lot about how to build a swimsuit, never really knew that it was so complicated, to ordering his materials from his vendors, to shipping it down to his factory, which is in the Dominican Republic, to shipping it back to the United States and then getting it delivered to the customer and invoicing the customer. And at the end of it, pushing it all into QuickBooks, And it took about a good year to get it all done, but that's our success story. That's what we do. We can come in and we sit with your business. We look at what you're doing, how you're doing it, and without changing to do business, we will design an application that's going to fit your needs and allow you to continue operating your business the way you always have been. So that's what Palm Beach Software does. And so if you know anybody that's a medium-sized business or small to medium large, those are the proper customers that we are looking to help. Thank you.
Well, that was really good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is another new person, Miss Claudia Rivera. Nice to meet you.
Hello, thank you. My name is Claudia. I'm actually in Chicago, Illinois,
Nice.
And I work with individuals with developmental delays, special needs, or if they are on the autism spectrum. So imagine having a son or daughter and being told that your son and daughter is never going to be able to talk. They're not going to be, they're going to have behavioral meltdowns for life or have very limited speech and be on medication. So I provide parents a step-by-step roadmap that allows them to respond in a positive way and overcome all those challenges so that their son or daughter can reach attainable goals. And if you know of anyone who has developmental delays, my information is in the chat. Thank you.
Fantastic. Sounds like you're doing good work.
Good work.
Awesome. Next up would be our friend Allie Wrigley.
How are you? Thank you so much. Yes, I'm Allie Wrigley and I'm with SEI. I'm not Spencer, but I do have a Spencer. I'm Allison Wrigley and we're at SEI Wireless Solutions, and we provide safety reimagined with our partners, Motorola Solutions, and now newly Vigilant, which is very exciting, a new announcement. What we do is we mobilize and connect people when it matters most. So we sell and we service and we rent good old-fashioned walkie-talkies. Yes, people still use them. Bidirectional antennas, and that's really important in buildings. So you can talk to public safety, and that's a mandated project. So a lot of construction and condos, they need these services, and other wireless solutions for incident response. And a really big one that Motorola's articulating is the safety reimagined post-COVID universe, like the universe that we live in, like thermal testing and security cameras and being able to identify how many people are in a facility. So it's quite profound what these new the next generation of technology has to offer. I guess on a personal note, I have second thoughts on all that, but on a professional note, someone's going to buy it from somebody. So hopefully they'll buy it from us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Allie. Next up is Mr. Bill Kress. Good to see you again, sir.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Yeah, Bill Kress, South Coast Sales Solutions, really kind of focus on the small to medium-sized businesses, really kind of helping the sales entrepreneur, owner, really kind of helping them on their sales that may have stagnated or have kind of plateaued off, and really kind of need some help as far as kind of re-engineering their sales processes, sales strategy, and really just trying to help them find customers and continue that growth pattern. And then also now with the latest with the COVID-19, people are having to address their sales teams differently and show them different ways to attract and actually connect with the customers. So have a complete process to help them through that process also. So Bill Kress, South Coast Sales Solutions, Palm Beach Gardens. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Bill. And I owe you a meeting invite because James and I definitely need to meet with you. We've just been going crazy, so I apologize.
I fully understand.
We still haven't gotten our floor put in yet, so
Monday.
All right. Next up, who did I got?
Mark,
okay.
Mark, do you mind if I go? Because I actually have a Zoom meeting at 1. This is Lori.
Sure, jump right in, Lori. Go ahead.
Thanks, Mark. Good to see you and Lorraine. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lori Albert. I'm a director at Divine, Blaylock, Martin, and Solari CPAs. We're actually the oldest CPA firm in the state. We're a mid-sized firm. We have 25 CPAs. How many people here with a raise of your hands are a business owner? Raise your hand. Okay. So business tax extension deadline is September 15th. Hopefully most of you have already filed. And then after that, October 15th is the individual tax extension deadline. So what my firm does, and you can see my information in the chat, if you know of someone or yourself that want to take advantage of this, we do a complimentary tax review meeting. And how many of you, with a show of hands, have ever gotten a second opinion on your taxes? Raise your hands. Anyone ever take? Okay. You know what? We get second opinions on car insurance, home insurance. So just something for you to consider. No two CPAs think alike. We're very creative with tax strategies, thinking outside the box. What we're known for is proactively throughout the year doing tax planning, asset growth, and asset protection. For, I think her name was Catherine, the woman on the meeting today, we typically do not like to do bookkeeping. We typically focus on tax preparation and tax planning. So we cover any type of business, from startups to bigger companies, any industry. And even though we're based here in West Palm, we have clients all over the United States and internationally. So if you know of someone that can benefit, or even yourself, especially as we end into the end of the calendar year, I highly recommend you taking advantage of a second opinion, whether it's through our firm or someone else, just to make sure you're maximizing all the tax strategies that are out there. So once again, thanks again, Mark, for putting this together. Lori Albert with Divine, Blaylock, Martin, Solari CPAs.
Thanks, Lori. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, next up, I got two left. I got Mitch and Nancy. I'm gonna go with Nancy
Don't
first.
forget, you got McCall too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where's Michael?
Michael, McCall. I always say McCall.
Michael, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't. Is she still here?
Yeah, she's here.
Where?
Who do you want to go?
You go, Nancy. I'll find Michael.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My eyes are dilated, my internet's down, but it's still a good day. Hasn't started raining yet. Most of you know I work for Heartland Payment Systems, a payment and technology solutions company. My specialty is in the merchant processing space, but we do a lot more. So I'm going to throw out a few questions for you to consider and encourage you to read my article that's just published in the September magazine, Abacoa and Alton. It's at www.palmbeachneighbors.com. I put it in the chat. It's reviewing your payment acceptance strategies. So as a business, you have to ask yourself, am I really making do with all the available channels to me to take payments from my customers? You really do need to focus on your working capital and speeding up your receivables, whether you realize it or not. And I know all the accounting people in the room are shaking their heads. So take a look at, do I really want to take, am I now relying on the post office to deliver payments to me? Really, we've been adding more and more credit card services through multiple channels for all different kinds of customers, with and without surcharges, with or without convenience fees. And the most important thing for all of you to keep in mind is it is against the regulations from the card types to add premiums to credit cards. You may not do that unless you are specifically registered in a program with Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and Discover. If a customer complains that you're charging them extra to use credit card, you can then be banned for life from taking credit cards from any of the card brands. So please keep that in mind. Contact me if you have any questions. Nancy Meyer, Heartland Payment Systems.
Thank you, Nancy. And believe it or not, I hear good things about Heartland from other people in this group even. So good stuff. Okay, last but not least is Mr. Mitchell Stein. How are you?
Not bad. Hi, everybody. Good to be here after a hiatus for the last couple of weeks. I work with a company called Rush Tech. We are based out of Hyperluxo. We take the SH out of IT, and although our website is very specific to cybersecurity and IT for accountants, we've been written up as one of the top 100 value-added resources for accounting in the country, and all our techs are AICPA certified. But our perfect fit for us is a small business, anywhere from 5 to 50 people, who without our services wouldn't be able to maintain their day-to-day. The tech world has become the pulse of being able to do even what we're doing right now. And unfortunately, with COVID and remote work from home, the dysfunction in the accounting world has really exacerbated to the point that people are doing really stupid things. Clients are taking photographs of their W-2 forms and sending it to accountants using Facebook Instant Messenger. But everything I'm saying does not pertain just to accountants, and we could work with all of you. And we also have a referral program of 20% for the life of the client. If you're just putting somebody in our court, we close the deal, or helping them from cybercrime, and some really crazy stuff that's been going on out there, especially in the world of PEOs. Fake Google advertisements were created to actually mimic the PEO's legitimate ads. And then when any variation of the PEO's name was actually searched, the phony ad popped up and redirected anyone who clicked that to a phony login page. So they got all the person's information, social security numbers, passwords, really scary stuff out there. So I put my information in the chat form. Just like the person who talked about a second opinion, you may be working with somebody right now who's doing IT, but we are specialists in the cybersecurity IT field. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Mitch. And I will add to that, because I too have had my identity stolen because I did something really stupid a few years ago. I emailed my bank person all my tax returns. And I found out I had gotten hacked because the IRS called me and congratulated me on having 8 new children in the same year. So yeah. It wasn't fun, and Mitch has this little bit of magic under his belt, which you should definitely meet with him for a one-on-one, because he can do a quick scan and tell you your passwords. So you probably want to find out what's out there in the world, and that's one of the things that he does, is he knows how to scan the dark web. And I don't even care about the 20%. Meet with Mitch. It's important. Protect yourself, because once you get your identity stolen, it gets miserable. Trust me. Okay. So with that, thanks everybody for the introductions. I want to show you a couple new things too. We got a little bit more things, and Lorraine's pointing at me. What do you got?
well, Deb's here. Is Deb going to come out and introduce herself, or she doesn't have her face out? But
I know Deb's actually getting ready for something, and she's listening in from afar.
oh, she's just stalking.
Yeah,
okay.
she asked me not to call
Thanks.
today.
We'll
Good
just
to see
pretend
you,
you're not
Deb.
here, okay?
Okay. All right. I didn't miss anybody, did I? No, I think everybody's good.
No,
Okay.
we had a couple fall off, but I think you got everyone.
Okay. What's next on our agenda so I don't go out of order?
Well, you're going to do your video, but
Oh, well,
do you have that ready? But I was going to actually, I had a couple of things to tell people.
oh, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Just kind of fun little 30 seconds here. We have had 22 in-person events since we started in February 2019. Our first event was at the Saltwater Brewery down in Delray Beach. Cute place. If you haven't been, you should go. Terrible weather. Once again, we did that twice before our first breakfast. And since COVID started, our first Zoom meeting was April 2nd. We've had 23 Zoom meetings. Of course, we've sped up our timeline quite a bit from 2 events a month to 4. So we've had quite a few in the last few months. And since we started Zoom meeting, we have got 86 new members. So there's 86 new members in this club that we have never met in person. We've only seen online. Not all of those people have attended a meeting yet, and we sure wish they would. But we do a lot of talking on here about LinkedIn because it's been so successful for Palm Beach Software and for Mark and several people here. But would anybody like an additional 500 connections on LinkedIn? Because you can get them today. And all you got to do is go to the Palm Beach Elite Networking group page on LinkedIn, which is the name of this group that we are right now participating in. And there are 506 members on LinkedIn. So you've already got a connection. We're all part of the same group. We all belong to this club. So there's 500 free connections. It'll take you no time at all. You can probably do that in 3 hours, maybe less. And here on Meetup, which is where we do our invites for everyone, we have over 400 members. So at Palm Beach Elite Networking, we have over 900 people who are available for you to meet, to get referrals from. It's a little more difficult on Meetup to do that. I'm trying to figure out how we can share that because Meetup doesn't want you to share your member list. And I wish that we could, so I'm trying to reach out personally to everyone to get everyone's info, to get them to come so we can make connections and get referrals. But that's 900 people. Right now we've got 20 here. So you all got a lot of connections out there. If you want to take the time to look them up, they're available.
Yeah, real quick, on that note, for the folks that have met with me, I've told you my thoughts about LinkedIn. It needs to be a personal connection. Use this list and say, we are in the same group together. You will get their attention. They will most likely connect with you. It's way better than, hey, you look like you're all seeing the same generic messages that I am. So be original and mention that you have something in common. Okay, I think we got a few folks dropping out.
We do.
All right. Let me show these other couple of things real quick. First of all, let me share my screen because I know everybody's got to go do lunch and everything else. Screen 2. I want to make sure everybody knows that we have a real website out there, and it's called palmbeachelitenetworking.com. And there's some good stuff here. Of course, I got to mention about COVID. But take a look at the website. It talks about what we are and who we are and what we want to do, and got some testimonials and some other things. And I just wanted to let you know it's here. It's palmbeachelitenetworking.com. And I also want to talk about member services and benefits that are coming. And as Bruce said, we're building a really nice directory, and I've got it on his site, and I've also installed it on the Elite membership site. So I'll pull that up real quick so you can get a quick idea of what it is. But basically, we are going to become a nice little search engine that will help the SEO on your page and everything else. And you'll be able to select by locations, and it goes by city, county, and by state, county, and city. And then you can also select an industry of what to choose from. And then of course, search, and you'll see search results. And I've listed a few, and I'm going to actually send out a form for everybody to give me your information so I can get you listed on our website as well. So be looking for that in the next couple of days. But basically, you get an image, you get your company name, a short description shows up here. Can you see my cursor moving around?
Mhm.
Okay. So you'll see the short description here. If you click in, it goes to a page where you get more information about the company, and this is all multimedia, so we can insert pictures and things in here. Link to your site, link to your socials, and a bit about the owner. So it's a nice reference, and this will be a page that you'll be able to actually mark and send out to people if you don't have your own website or whatever. If you do have a website, it's going to be a nice backlink to you, because we will become an authority for this kind of stuff before long. So I wanted to show you that. And what else did I want to show? I'm going to hold off on this PowerPoint till next time, I think.
Yeah, I think so
it's
too.
short. And what I want to do is I want to share our video with you that we had done.
And then we'll wrap it up.
I'm really excited about this, and then we'll open up the floor. Okay, is everybody ready for the premiere of About Palm Beach Elite Networking? Here we go.
Palm Beach Elite Networking was created for CEOs and business leaders like you.
No sound.
Ideas and talk freely among
No?
No sound.
You can hear it a little bit.
Very low.
Yeah, I can't hear.
Exposure for your company, regular
Hold on.
presentations and tips.
Can you hear it now? Can you guys hear it now or no?
Nothing's playing.
No, I'm going to start it now.
Palm Beach Elite Networking was created for CEOs and business leaders like you to exchange ideas and talk freely amongst peers. We bring the decision makers together for monthly meetings, lunches, and workshops. Benefits include exposure for your company, regular presentations and tips, access to our member portal, and much more. We will help you build meaningful, long-term business relationships. To become a member, visit palmbeachelitenetworking.com for more details.
Okay. Were you able to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yes.
I will post the link. I already put it up on YouTube. So
Maybe I just couldn't hear it because I'm close to you, but all I could
no,
hear
I
was
have a
the
feeling.
echo. I couldn't hear the audio.
All right. Well, I'm going to post it into the chat box right now.
This is
Who
a
did
great
the voiceover? Was that Michael DeGudis?
I have no idea. I hired a company because I didn't realize Devil Dog did this stuff. So I hired somebody else, but I really recommend Mike.
What are we looking at on your screen?
What's that?
What are we looking at?
The end of YouTube. There we go.
Very
All right.
strange.
And if you guys here, I'm going to post this in the chat. Here's the link to the YouTube video. Okay. And love to hear feedback. Okay, so for this month, we're going to be talking about, you've all heard me say we want to move towards a paid membership model. I think that November is going to be prime time to do that. So we're shooting for a November date, and we'll give you more details. And there's a lot of benefits coming. We're offering a lot of software for free with your membership. One of them, let me tell you about one of them real quick. It's called Are We Online?
Oh, yeah.
And Are We Online will do web monitoring for you. Make sure your website's up. It actually checks your website every 5 minutes. Make sure it comes up within 5 seconds. If it doesn't, it sends you an alert. If it comes up with incorrect material, your key, it looks for certain keywords on your page and everything to make sure you weren't hacked. If it doesn't come up, or if it comes up incorrectly, or if it comes up with an error message, like a error 505, that's actually treated like a valid web page on most sites. So we don't think that's valid, and we let you know about it. And basically, it retails for $10 a month. It's going to be part of the membership, so you'll get that as well. There's going to be a lot of other cool things that we're going to be introducing throughout the month. So stay tuned. Come back for the other meetings. We'll start demoing. We're going to have a CRM that's available for everybody. We're going to have a really high discounted deal on Burke's business planner to get started. There's going to be a lot of cool things that we're doing. And so stay tuned for the next couple of weeks. We'll be giving you more reasons and more value in the company. We have the directory, we have software, we have us, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. And I wanted to ask everybody to help us grow the group now, because I think we're in the position that we're going to start meeting in person, and we want to add a couple more chapters. We want to actually have a different day and time maybe for people that can't make it at lunch. So we want to grow the group, and if you're interested in becoming part of a committee that helps us drive some growth and stuff, reach out to me and Lorraine, and we'd love to get everybody involved. And I think the group is becoming very profitable for a lot of us, and I want it to be for all of us. So I'm going to send out a survey over the next couple of weeks. Please tell us what you like, what you don't like, that kind of stuff. We want your feedback. This is everybody's group. I built it because I really just didn't like the groups out there. So I don't want to be another one of those groups. I want to be the really good group that not only is fun to go to and something you look forward to every month, but I want everybody to grow their businesses and be productive and so on and so forth.
And we don't have any plans to meet in person. He sometime in the future when we can do that. At the moment, we don't have any plans.
I know. I just can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great, but yeah, we're going to hold off on that for a little bit. So yeah.
All righty.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, I think we'll cut a little bit short today, because I don't want to take everybody's valuable time.
I think everybody's getting hungry.
Yeah, and everybody's getting hungry. So what do we have next week? Is speed meeting?
Next week we have a speed meeting. Following week is happy hour. Week after that's another speed meeting. So
okay, and if anybody wants to do a top 10, I don't have to be the only one to do it. If you'd like to do a top 10 and give us a entertaining and educational countdown on whether it's accounting or sales or PEOs or insurance or whatever, reach out to us. We want everybody to participate. It's not just about me talking the whole time. So let's get involved and let's grow this thing, and let's really roll into 2021 with everybody in high profits and good things to talk about.
Well, it's great seeing everybody today.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Lorraine.
Welcome.
Miss you,
Lorraine, great
Catherine.
presentation.
Miss you too, Lorraine. We'll talk soon.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, see y'all soon. Eric.
Yeah, you're gonna send me a Zoom with the time that works for you?
Yeah, what time's good?
Well, your meeting next week is in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's it. So if 11 works, 10, 11.
No, I'm sorry. Meeting is at 11 to 12.
Thursday morning.
You want to get, how about 10?
No, too close.
How about after? You
How about
in
after?
the afternoon?
How about after the meeting?
Yeah.
So what time is the next week's meeting? 11:45 to 1, right?
No,
It's 10:45.
10:45 will be done at 12.
After a while, it all looks the same. I swear to God. No, perfect. So why don't we just do it right after that then?
Okay, sounds good. I'll send you an invite.
Perfect.
What do you need me to get together for you before that?
What was that?
What do you
need
from me?
Mark to do for you before?
Policies, or what do you need to see?
I tell you the truth, we just really need to talk.
Okay.
Even if it's not a Zoom, just give me a call offline, and that will take care of that in 2 minutes.
Okay. I'd even be happy to come out and see you in person.
Okay.
No, because I could come out there. I remember I work out of the house.
Oh, okay. So do I.
More than
All right.
welcome.
Okay, we'll call.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
Just give me a call before Thursday,
Okay.
I will.
and this way I'll tell you it's pretty straightforward.
Perfect.
Write
man.
it down
Perfect.
right now.
Call
All right.
Eric,
All right, the boss is in charge.
608-4678.
I did not write that. Give me that again.
954-608-4678.
Okay, gotcha.
Just give me a call anytime from now until Thursday. Give me a call later, week, or whatever. I just need a few minutes. That's all I need.
Awesome.
I appreciate
Perfect.
it, guys.
All right, friend. Talk to you soon, man.
Bye.
Burke, you still there? No. All right. See you later.